are listening to the I Lead and Misty Blue podcast, where strategy meets soul. This episode is entitled The Comeback Kid, More Fight Than Fear. I'm about to tell you the unpolished, raw version of my story. Not the resume version, not the highlight reel, not the conversations we may have shared at dinner parties. This is the reality of a runaway, living with more fight than fear, surviving on instinct, grit, and the unseen hand of God. For years, my mom prayed Psalms 91:11 over me. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. I didn't understand it then, but looking back now, I know those prayers were the only reason I'm still here, because angels were guarding me in places I had absolutely no business being. I was 14 years old, no cell phone, no GPS, just me, a fake ID, and the belief that somehow I could figure it all out, because at 14, I knew everything. I crossed the Mexico border like I had absolutely no business doing, pretending to be far older than I was, thinking I was in control when really I was just a kid trying to survive. I slept on couches, ate leftovers, leaned on the kindness of strangers who didn't owe me anything, and depended on the kindness of friends who made space for me in ways they didn't have to. And in that rawness, I discovered something sacred. I discovered honesty. See, in church, people often looked polished, like they had it all together. But on the streets, people lived out loud. And I found truth there, because sometimes honesty tells the story in a way polish never can. A prior supervisor once told me, "Green, you are proof that God protects babies and fools." She was right, because I've been both, and I've been carried by grace the entire time. 4 years later, I came home, older, tougher, and with a lot of gaps in my education. With the support of my parents and the steady hand of grace, I earned my diploma, step by shaky step. That piece of paper wasn't just an ending, it was a doorway. And with my son watching, I decided I was not done. Those years were not easy. They were anything but simple. But they taught me dignity, perseverance, and faith. When I look back, I don't see someone who had it all together. I see someone with grit, someone with fight, someone preserved by grace. Because here's the truth. God protected me from things I didn't even know to be afraid of. The border crossing could have gone completely wrong. The strangers I trusted could have caused me harm. The hunger could have pushed me towards decisions I could never take back, but I was carried, I was covered, preserved for more. And not just by God's protection, but by the people he placed on my path who showed me kindness when they didn't have to. And that's why I can't stay quiet about resilience, about grit, about faith, because I know what it feels like to be the one with nowhere to go, the one that no one expects to make it. And I also know what it feels like to look back and realize God had me the entire time. My story isn't just about leaving. It's about returning. It's about resilience. And not just mine. This can be your story too. Your adversity doesn't mean your story is over. The road less traveled doesn't mean you're lost. It means your character is being sharpened. Your resilience is being formed. Your faith is being tested. This is where the scripture Deuteronomy 30:3 became so very real to me. God, your God, he will restore everything you lost. He will have compassion on you. He will come back and pick up the pieces from every single place where you were scattered. I've lived that. I was scattered, but God came back for me. He restored what I thought I had forfeited. He picked up the pieces and showed me that redemption is real. If you have the stamina, if you want it bad enough, if you trust God in the dark, you too can become a comeback kid. Because resilience isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to stay down. It's about knowing your life has purpose, even when the path is messy. I shouldn't be here, but I am. And if he could carry me, he can carry you too. So if you're listening to this thinking your mistakes define you, hear me, they do not. The same God who commanded his angels to guard me, the same God who picked up my scattered pieces, that God sees you too. Your story isn't over. you can be a comeback kid because grit will shape you, grace will carry you, and God will finish what he started.